Welcome to the Become Sensible podcast, where we discuss practical accounting, finance, and tax for everyday business. I'm your host, Fiona, and I'm here to show you that no matter what your business financial situation is, you can change it. Good morning and welcome to the podcast Become Sensible, where we discuss about accounting, business financial tips that helpful and useful for your business financial decision. And I'm your host, Fiona. And today we talk about one of the very important topics in business financial management, that is how to choose an accounting software for your business. And I know most of you as a small business owner or business entrepreneur, eventually you don't do day-to-day accounting tasks such as like bookkeeping or sending the invoice, but a right accounting software and accounting tool can help you save a lot of time, have the information available to you faster, and save a lot in terms of your team time. And that is very crucial in small business or entrepreneurship, especially in the early stages, because you don't have enough time to do all the tasks in manage your business. So that is why the accounting software is a very important topic. And let's start discuss why investing in a right accounting software is so important. So number one, according to Forbes, cost of labor reduce 50% of the time when you have the help with the right cloud accounting software. Number two, according to accountancy age, the percentage of small business rely solely on cloud accounting software is 78% of the time. So you can see that it's actually save you time. And this is gone the day that you manually do accounting and bookkeeping or like juggling on the spreadsheet. With the right software, you can automate like a lot of accounting tasks and financial tasks, free up your time to focus in like grow your business. Number two is reduce errors. We all human and we can make the error all the time and mistake happen, especially in terms of the number and accounting. So if you have a very good, robust accounting software, that is can help you minimize a lot of like errors and so your financial record are correct and reliable. And I tell you this, like we look down the importance role of bookkeeping in the business because you say that is data entry. But like for us, the accountant in the field, we know that if the information coming in into your system is wrong, your financial report is wrong. And any analysis after that will be also wrong. So the reliable and the accuracy of your financial data is actually very important because that is the first step. After that, all analysis, all of the report, all of the forecasting is come after that. And if it's the first thing is wrong, all of the thing after that is not gonna be like reliable and helpful for you in terms of business financial decision at all. And you, because of that, like some of the accounting software these days, they actually have an AI function in it that it can memorize how you categorize the transaction before, and you also can set the rule for it to like automatically like categorize the transaction in the future if it's a similar transaction or like purchase from the same vendor or same expense transaction time. They will automatically code it for you, and that will save you a lot of time. So lastly, good accounting software provide a real financial insight. And I think this is the reason why now people shifting to use more like cloud accounting software instead of a desktop version that you just download and install the software into like a server or a desktop and you use it. Just your accountant can see it or your staff accounting can see it. You cannot access it 24/7, and therefore the information is not available for you to make the financial decision on real time. And this is one of the main reason why 78% of the small business owners relies more on the cloud accounting software. I want to also clarify that we use the word small business owners. Small business is just for the business that have the revenue by definition of the SBA is up to $40 million in revenue. And so if even you make $20 million in revenue, you still be considered as a small business owners. And so that is 99% of the U.S. Business owners, businesses are actually small businesses because of the definition in terms of revenue, and then they divide by the number of the employees. The word small doesn't mean it's so small in terms of revenue. The key feature in accounting software that you need to look into when you make the decision to choose accounting software. And I feel like I have some advantage in this in terms of accounting software because when I started out my career in consultant, I actually worked for IBM for a couple of years. And at that time, I never actually feel like the work that I do at that time have any meaning in terms of my career later. But like 16 years later, I feel those years actually very helpful because they train us to learn a new software and to be adopted in terms of technology. That helped me like so much in terms of my accounting career because eventually after that I worked for accounting and I worked in multiple clients that have so many different software. So I use accounting software from like Oracle NetSuite to like say Intact to Microsoft Dynamics to AB accounting software to like QuickBooks Online to Zoho to Xero. When it's gave me so much advantage in terms like ability to learn the software and also give me like a wide range of experience what all of these accounting software like different and where's the advantage. And so let's talk about like the key feature that you need to consider when you look at in terms of accounting software. The number one is how easy it is in terms of like using. User friendly is need to be like one of the key important thing consider accounting software because nowadays, and especially small business owner, you don't actually have a lot of time, and your team also don't have a lot of time. Any accounting software that's so complex that take hours, a month, or weeks to actually like perform some certain tasks that cannot be like usable for your business at all. And I know you say like there's no way that there's such accounting software that way. There is, and I know that there's some accounting software will cost people hundreds of $1,000s to actually implement it. And they can't use it because the complexity and the lack of user friendly that make the accounting software become like unfavorable compared to other accounting software. And if you don't use it, there's no point that you actually need that accounting software for your business at all. So number one is the user friendly. The next thing is how it can be like automatically in terms of like invoicing, in terms of categorize expense for you. Like for example, like QuickBooks Online, it has the function of like you can send the recurring invoice and it memorizes, take care, it's process the payment for you automatically. You don't need to do anything you says one time and it's do it for you. And that is super helpful because you know like small business, you all need cash coming into your bank account on time and coming into your bank account fast without like something that is like automatically and set it up. It's help you save so much of time and you also like less likely to forget the transaction, forgets billing to your customer. So this is very important in that. And then like the ability to like memorize the transaction, how it's work code before. So you don't need to spend the time to manually like code all the transaction at the same time. For example, pay for Google for Google Drive. The system can memorize the rules that is code into the software. And this is just automatically do it for you every single month. You don't need to actually spend the time and put in the code as software to code that transaction anymore. That saves a lot of time for you as the business owner or like your accounting team too. Number three is the function of bank reconciliation. And I know business owner normally don't understand why there is the thing called bank reconciliation. So this is just an example, but this is like the most important step in terms of bookkeeping. And we professional accountants, CPA, we all do that. But I know there's so many bookkeeper, there's so many business owner don't actually know how important it is. So for example, way back in the day, you manually write a check to make the payment for expense, and every single month, your bank will mail you a bank statement. And basically, what you need to do is like back in the day, people like from your checkbook, the check number 1,000, you wrote $1,000 to pay for the vendor A. When your bank statement coming in, you basically compare your bank statement with what you have on your checkbook to make sure that it's all matched. And that is very important step in bookkeeping and in accounting because your bank may be wrong. Number two, there may be like fraud transaction that going through your bank account that you're not aware with. And because of that, you need to matching between what is in the book and what in the bank. And the bank is like the final bank statement. That is where everything is recorded. And I mean, like in financial audits, the auditor always ask for the bank statement and bank reconciliation because that is where a lot of things that can uncover and the question can come over there a lot because it's maybe like people like write fraudulent check and make the fraudulent transaction, and the bank like also have like some transaction is going on that you're not aware of. And that's just why bank reconciliation function in an accounting software is so important. And especially if your business have a ton of small transaction like $10, $50, $100, it's very small. And you have a volume of hundred of these transactions every single month. If you manually reconcile all these transactions, it will take forever. So if your accounting software have the function to actually help you to match the transaction from your bank statement and the transaction in your bookkeeping accounting software, that is one of the most like brilliant way to do it. It save a ton of the time. And I saw some of a client and business before that they basically have a like a thousand of transaction every single month, and it's small amount. And if you actually manually do all of this, it will take you a week, 2 weeks to actually just reconcile the bank. And so the ability to do ultimate bank reconciliation in accounting software is super important. Finally, you also want to have an accounting software that have a robust financial report capability. That is, at least you need to have a profit and loss and the balance sheet. And then some other softwares will give you account receivable summary, account receivable detail, and some will give you like general lecture report. General lecture report is very important because that's basically all the detailed transaction go through your bank, your credit card, your everything that go through your business in terms of accounting, that's show up in general lecture. So make sure that you have the robust financial report capability. And finally, that is the ability to integrate with other software, because nowadays you run payroll, you use like Gusto, you use ADB run or other like payroll function. If it's have the ability to like synchronize and integrate, it saves you a ton of the time in terms of accounting and bookkeeping. Okay, so now talk about the most common accounting software for small business owners. Number one is QuickBooks Online. So QuickBooks is like a long time company for decades, and that is why they have a very good in terms of like feature suitable for all the business of all size, from sole proprietor until like a mid-sized company. It's very user friendly, extensive integration option, and their price point is like from $25 per month, and after that it's increased with more advanced feature. But the only thing that I don't like about QuickBooks is I hope that eventually they will do visit is their customer service center. As long as you don't need to call them, you call them, the conversation is never like can be like resolved in short time. Their customer service is not there yet. But all in terms of AI function that can categorize and transaction before a robust financial report and have a full function financial report is excellent. And the ability to like help you to send the invoice, memorize the invoice, and automation in your accounting is excellent. It's just the only thing disadvantage is the customer service. I hope that if they listen to my podcast, invest some in terms of their customer service so that it give like a better in terms of like overall experience for the software. The next is Xero. Xero, also a cloud-based software, is a very comparable with QuickBooks, but it's original, I think, from Australia or New Zealand something, and that is why it's very popular in the other side of the planet in terms of accounting or software. It's easy, intuitive interface, it's robust features, very clean and very good for the business that need to have a multiple currency support. Their plan is start at $12 per month. The only disadvantage is because it's popular in other part of the world, and so it's not very popular in the US, and the integration is getting there. But that is the only thing that disadvantage about this accounting software. And then the next one is if you are service-based business, FreshBooks is also a a good option. It's very good in terms of time tracking, project management, core accounting software, features in terms of invoicing, user friendly, and it starts as like $15 per month. The only thing disadvantage in terms of FreshBooks then that is their balance sheet function is not there yet. In terms of like financing an investor looking to put the money into your business, raising funding, balance sheet is very important for the investor because this is core part of the financial report, and Facebook is not there in terms of the balances yet. I hope that they eventually invest in the function of this part, then they will be like very comparable to like QuickBook and Xero. It takes some time for them to get there. And then the next one is if you on the tight budgets, the Wave accounting software is very good because it's free, making it very attractive for sole proprietors and freelancers because it doesn't cost you any money to like start with them. But eventually, if you need the payroll and payment process, it's charged for that. And their witness is also in part of the balancing function. It's not there yet. And their detailed general lecture report is not very robust. The next one is Zoho Books, part of the larger Zoho suite of business tool. And if you already use like other Zoho products, this can be like a graphic, but it's the integration option is not there yet. They're very popular in property management niche, but the scalability, this user interface is not very user friendly yet, and so there is some gap to like to improve it on their side. And finally, I want to say that try to avoid doing your bookkeeping on the spreadsheet. Of course, when you're just starting out or your business kind of still like less complex, it's very simple. You invoice like only 3 clients or 5 clients per month, and your transaction are not complicated. Okay, that is where you can start with like spreadsheet. But the more complex your business going on is number one. The second one, if your business is a partnership, a S corporation in terms of structure, a C corporation in terms of structure, you need a balance sheet when you file a tax return. And spreadsheet doesn't give you that option at all in terms of like the balance sheet. And I know many people like manually put it in, but it's sometimes it make you like the balance is not balanced. It's number one. Number two, if it's your business get complicated, your balances may not be correct if you do it in the spreadsheet, because it's again in accounting, it's double entry. You book something on one side, on debit side, you need to book something on the credit side. And by book a bunch of journal entry by manually is easily to make it wrong. And I don't mean that to make it like accounting look so hard, but it's simple as it is at the person that who interview for a long time. But again, it's easy to make the mistake, because if you don't understand the accounting rule, it's so easy to make the mistake. So avoid using spreadsheet if you eventually like grow your business and have a more complicated. The scalability is very important in choosing accounting software. So when choosing an accounting software, I think that you need to keep in mind, number one, what does your business need? Do you need to track the inventory? Do you have a multi-currency support? Do you need advanced report? Whatever the feature that you need, list it out when you consider the accounting software. Number two is the budgets. Most of the time, this software is just different, like $30, $20, $50. With some of the people, that's if especially when you just start a business, your budget is tight. It's understandable, but at the same time, $30 different. But if you have it's give you the financial report within like 1 hours or 2 hours, compared to like something that will take you so much time to get the insight into your business, then maybe the thing about spend that extra $30 just to save you so much time in terms of like the decision part your business. And then how easily to use a software is very important, because gone the day that you spend hours, week, or like even months to actually get a financial report out, because the economy, the markets, everything changes absolutely fast. Everything looks so slow until it's actually happened. And if you observe all the things happening in the economy in the last couple months, you understand that it seemed to be slow, but it's just suddenly come out and happen fast. And then finally is don't forget about the scalability. If your business, one of your growing business, is actually grow the business into bigger companies like 10 million, 20 million, scale it to become big. And again, there's nothing wrong if your goal is not to be that big at all. But I know there's so many people will like look down on the people that not pursue a big goal in terms of the business. I'm not one of those people at all, because I know that every goal come with the price and sacrifice, and other things go with it too. And there's is nothing wrong if your goal is not like to become like $20 million in revenue or $50 million revenue. The goal is whatever the goal that's suitable for you and your personal preference and your team. That is wonderful. As long as you always contribute and bring your purpose and your mission into the market and contribute and doing well with what your skill set are, that is wonderful. But if your goal is to grow the business into like multiple eight features and eventually become like mid-size and getting larger, the scalability in terms of accounting software is actually very important, because it takes a lot of time to transfer the data from one software to the other software, and to make it all relevant and integrated together is absolutely take a lot of time. So think about the option that give you the scalability at the same time. So finally, that's a thing about the integration, because nowadays software is not like standalone software anymore. You need to integrate it with other things, and the more integration option that it can and it provide for you, the easier for you in terms of accounting and bookkeeping and in terms of financial decision, because information come faster, and that help you to make the decision faster. I always believe that business needs speed. Once you have the information and the strategy, you need to make it faster. Anyway, I think that is all. You have it all. The comprehensive look of how to choose an accounting software for your small business. And remember, the right software can save you time, provide a valuable insight at the right time, and help your business thrive because you make the big decision better. I mean, like all of this software give you the free trial periods. You can try it on and to see what actually work best for your business needs. Thank you so much for your time that you tune in to Become Sensible today. And I hope to see you all soon in the next couple episodes.